Hi, fellow traders. I guess by looking at this picture, you can pretty much figure out how my day went. I know most of you should have heard when you were little about the story about the dog who got a bone from the butcher as he was on his way home. He looked over into the creek and saw his reflection, and he thought he saw another dog with a bigger bone. So as he went to go after the bone he thought he saw, he ended up losing his, and realizing that all he saw was his reflection, he ended up with nothing. And that's what can happen very easily in trading. You know, greed is not something to really play with here. And you know, I kind of fell victim to it today. So without stalling anymore, let's take a look at my day. All right, let's look at my day here. Okay, the plan for today was there weren't really many stocks on my scanner. For a long time, Tesla was the only one on there. And I was looking at the gapper scan, and I did see CAKE, but you know, the volume wasn't really there, and you know, I kind of dismissed it because I knew that the FANG stocks would be running today, which is Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. Well, Amazon and Google obviously are well out of my price range. So, you know, I was looking at Facebook, Apple, Netflix, and I threw in NVDA and Baba. You know, these have been the stocks that have been the most active and would probably provide me with the best opportunity. So, you know, I was thinking, well, we'll just watch these. I won't trade them out the gate, but I'll wait and see, you know, how they set up. And that was the plan. But CAKE eventually got some volume, and it was the only stock on my scan. And I wasn't trading Netflix, so, I mean, not Netflix, Tesla. So, you know, I went ahead and looked at this for opening range breakout, which wasn't a bad idea. But the problem is I did not trade it right, because in my mind I just had these dollar bills. You know, here was a lower price. This was, you know, about a third of the price of the other stocks that I was looking at. So I could get 3 times the position size in it. And I figured, you know, more position size, more money. And I was looking to trade this channel. This was about $1 channel. So I figured with 400 shares, I could get, you know, at least $300 out of this. So, and I was expecting it to be, you know, relatively quick. So it opened up. And this is not even a strategy, so don't ask me what I was trading when I got in here, because I can't tell you. Okay. So I got in here at what's the price? Oh, I can't find the price here. It's hidden somewhere in this maze. There it is. Alright, so I got in at 52.67, and I was looking for, you know, a quick flush, and we did get, you know, a halfway decent flush, but I was looking for the 52. You know, we had a level here at 51.92, so I was looking to get here. So I didn't cover any here. And it turned around and came back. In that same candle, it ran up. And I had a 30-cent stop, and it stopped me out. I mean, I wasn't giving it anymore because, number one, I was taking a risk because I was getting in early. I wasn't waiting for the 5-minute opening range to set. I was just looking for a quick wash down to this level where I could grab some quick profit and get out. And then just kind of reset and start looking at my other stocks. So what happened was, this didn't work out. So I said, okay, fine. I'll just wait and let's see if it sets up. So we got to push up. We tried to hold above this level. And then we pulled back. We lost these moving averages. So I got in here and I'm thinking now we should get the move down. And, theoretically, and if you're looking at the chart, why would you expect anything less? Look how good the setup is. And, we just couldn't get below. We just couldn't get below out of this 5250 gravity. And, ended up going back and ended up getting stopped out. So, tonight, I'm going back and I'm looking at my trades and I'm trying to figure out, what's the problem here? What happened? Why didn't this stock follow through? Can I find a reason why? So as I go back and I start looking at looking at the pivot points and trying to see if, I missed anything. Sure enough, I found one right here, 52. Where is it? Right here, 52.27. I'm trying to get it at the right. Well, that's close enough. There was a pivot right here off the daily that I completely missed. And it was because I was looking at a dirty chart. I had the chart up that had all of my patterns marked out. It was a chart that I was looking at my swing trades on, and I have these patterns that come up on it that help me identify, a good entry and all of this. Well, I had all of that and I didn't take it off, and I missed it because this level was hidden. That pivot was hidden behind one of the lines on, for one of the patterns, and completely missed it. And had I seen this, I never would have took this trade. Never would have been in this. Not even here. I wouldn't have taken that at all. I would have dismissed this because there would not have been any room for me to take profit. So this was just a complete mess up. But I went looking at this, trying to make some extra money fast before I started looking at the FANG stocks. Because those I wasn't looking to take them out of the gate. I was looking to take them as a secondary move. So here was two trades I got into. I stuck to my stops on both of them. So both stop outs got me negative $188 with commissions $200. So that's not a bad deal. It's fine. It's within my range, but this is just a mistake. A day that I should have made good money, I just made a mistake in judgment, and it bit me. But I can't blame it on anybody else, but me. This was all on me. So the next trade I took, another deal, UAL hit the reversal scan. You can see it's set up. This was the reversal. And what happened was it came down, and I was looking for it to bounce off this level, and it tried to bounce here. And I'm looking, saying, okay, well, the 9 is too close. So me taking it for a reversal, it's not going to really make sense, for me. And for some reason, I got in my mind that we were going to not bounce, even though the setup was here. I mean, look at it. The setup was here. This was holding on this support here. So why would I take it short? Why would I short into support? And that was, that was the last straw. But I just held on to it. I was in small enough size to where I could just hold on to it to see if this was ever going to work. So I let it test VWAP. We pulled back, and we bounced off this level again, 76, 66 level. And we bounced again. So I'm still holding, waiting to see if we're ever going to get through this. Okay, here is a lower high. We pull back, and I'm thinking, well, shoot, we ought to crack this time. This is a triple bottom. Here's the first, here's the second, here's the third time. And then we tried to bounce again, and we held under the 20. And so this time I'm thinking, well, look, this is the fourth time. This has to crack now, or, if we get a close back above the 20, I'm just going to have to take it off, because this just isn't working. And sure enough, you can see we tried, and look, we hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and we couldn't crack this level. So there was no reason to, hold on and let it test us again and go through all of that. So I ended up taking it off. $67 loss is not bad. I kind of, stuck to my stops. I could have let it test it again to see, but what was the point? And this was just a classic case of me making another mistake. And I don't know if it was, a fallout from the first trade here on CAKE. I don't know. But I realized after this that I was done. There wasn't any. Well, I knew then, right here, that I was pretty much done. That everything I was doing today was just opposite of what I should be doing. And you're going to have days like that. But how you handle them is what's going to determine whether you stay in the game or not. And, shutting it down and just walking away was about the best thing I could do. Well, it left a bad taste in my mouth, obviously. Nothing. You never want to end things on a sour note, especially if it's things that you did. But you can see eventually this thing worked. And I had a level target down here at 76.19ish that I don't know if I could get it on here or not. No, we can't get it on there. But 76.19 was my target. This never did get there, but this would have offered me a cover had it made this move over here versus going back all through this. But, this is what trading is all about. The problem is, the reason why I got stopped out was I just made a dumb decision here. Again, just, no rhyme or reason why I would do this. Alright, so the last trade I took was Baba. And this was incognito. This wasn't one I did in chat. I was already shut down. This was actually after, right when I was getting ready to shut everything off. So I got out at 13:21, and then a couple of minutes before I closed everything out, I just threw the 100 shares I wanted to at Baba, and that's what I wanted to do from the beginning. From this morning, this was where I needed to get in right here. Just put it on and let it work. And that was the plan. I could have done that with any of these stocks. Okay, we got BABA. Facebook, I could have worked that. Netflix, we could have worked that this morning once we pushed up and hit that level. Here was a move here, and then here was a second move. Real simple, effortless trades on these. AAPL. This one was a little bit trickier today, but here's a failed push of red to green. This is my signature move here. We lose, we go red on the day. I don't get in as soon as we go red. I wait for the retest and fail. Here's my entry here, 146.40. Here's a point, a little over a point right here. These are my signature moves. This is what I was going to be looking for all day. But trying to catch that bone at the beginning of the day is, what nailed me. But I did get into Baba, and that was, kind of, it didn't get me out of the red. Ended up red on the day, obviously. But it did make me feel a lot better about it. I got short through here, and got one cover here. For some reason, I just couldn't wait to get it here. I covered half here and waited. But when we got the bounce, I took it off here. And what I forgot all about was at 3:30, I wasn't paying attention to the time. Between 3:25 and 3:30, if you're short, you can pretty much expect a little pop, because you got everybody at SureTrader that has to be at 2-to-1 by 3:30, covering some of their position. And that's what I felt this was. And then we had the sell off. We have more covering here. And then we finally got to 136. My target on this was 136 when I got in, because there's a level just through 136. But that was my target, as soon as I got in. But that it is what it is. I felt it was a decent trade, and let me see, I lost it. Hold on. Yeah, it was showing the trades, but I guess I lost it. But it was a pretty decent, it was an okay way for me to end the day. I was okay with it. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either. So that was my day. So a lot of self-inflicted wounds. I can't complain about that. But we'll try to refocus and get reset here for tomorrow. So you guys make sure, if you're not part of the community, make sure you go to my website, averagejoetrader.com, and register for our free chat day tomorrow, which we call Sneak Peek Wednesday. Just come in and hang out and kind of get an idea of what we do in chat. And it's not, if you're one of those guys that like to be entertained by these unbelievable trades that get called out and fictitious gains, then this isn't the place for you. No need for you to come try it out, because that's not what we do. Everything is live. All the trades we take are live or real. I'm not going to share anything out of whack, because the one thing that I try to get everybody to do is trust the process. And there is a process to profitability in trading. And it's not through, faking it till you make it. That doesn't work. It doesn't work in trading. If you start faking it now, you're going to continue to fake it. But the reality is you can't make money faking it. So you have to learn how to do it the right way. You have to develop and understand the process to profitability. And that's what we focus on, in our chat. That's what I try to show and demonstrate to everybody. Now, obviously, not everybody's going to follow it. You're going to want to get on your own timetable, and sometimes you want to get to the finish line faster than you really should be expecting to get there. But that's all part of the learning process. Once you blow up or lose some money, then you realize, fantasy and faking it till you make it doesn't work. You have to buckle down, and you have to get a good taste of reality, a good dose of reality, and realize that there is a process, to profitability in trading. So if you want to check us out, come hang out with us tomorrow. But everybody have a great evening, a great night, or if you're on the other side, have a great morning, and we will see you tomorrow in chat.